fellow collectors, and welcome to Long's Toys. Today we are taking a look at the Ranger Key 35 Red Set Memorial Edition for Kaizoku Sentai Gokaiger. This, of course, is our second premium Bandai release for Gokaiger, the first being the Mobiritz Memorial Edition that this was released in conjunction with, because of course they are meant to work together. So packaging here, very cool. Love this picture of Marvelous here on the front, and the packaging is very similar in size and shape to the Mobiritz box. It's probably a little bit less deep. You have a cool picture of all the Ranger keys kind of floating around here, and you can see Aka Red right here on the front. He is our 35th key because, of course, Marvelous is the 35th Red, so we already got him with the Mobiritz, so Aka Red is taking the place as our 35th key in here, which is pretty cool. He did previously come with the legendary Mobiritz that came out during Go Busters. And then here is a big picture of all 35 keys, and then over here on the back, kind of a very similar picture, just showing you how to put them in the Mobiritz. Of course, we can figure that part out. But yeah, it's really just a box with a ton of keys in it. So I think there are 3 trays inside with about 12 each. 12, 12, and 11 breaks down 35. So what I'm going to do is we'll just take a look at each tray. That way you can actually see the figures and I don't have to line up 35 all at once because I feel like that'll get too messy. So we'll take a look at each tray. We'll go 12, 12, and 11 to check them out. So let's go ahead. Let's jump into this box. Let's check out some Ranger keys. I'm very excited. So let's take a closer look. So the first tray here is Go Ranger through Flashman. And of course we have Aka Red hanging out. So we will go ahead and start with him. He looks pretty good. Nice paint applications. I like that kind of fiery detailing there to his visor. I think that's pretty cool. So we will zoom out here a little bit. We will use the button to flip. Nice sticker here on the bottom. And again, all the copyright information and everything has been removed. Mine had a little sticker here on the back with some copyright information. I just peeled it off. And again, these new keys don't have any numbers or anything. So all that kind of detailing is removed. So let's go ahead and pop him in. Alright, so he just has the one phrase there. And I don't know if all of these work. Like, I know some people have reported that some of the keys make different sounds or don't make the right sounds or anything like that. I haven't tested mine out ahead of time, so we're on this journey together. We're going to find out if these all work. Here is Go Ranger. Looking pretty good. And I find I kind of have to have the arms out about this far to make them kind of counterbalance so he doesn't fall over. Next up we have Jack. Next up we have Battle Fever. I like this one a lot just because the costume's mostly white, so it really stands out amongst the other keys. Just a really fun design. Next up, Denjiman. Alright, first row complete. Next up we have Sun Vulcan. Next up we have Gogol 5. It's a very unique visor design for Gogol 5. Next up we have Dynaman. Then we have Bioman. Whoop. Oh, now we're just getting a domino effect here. Come on, Bioman. Be cool. Don't knock everyone over. Now we have Changeman. And last but certainly not least, we have Flashman. Alright, so far so good. The whole first tray is all the correct sounds, which is very good. Before we move on to the second tray, I'm going to go ahead and do the Treasure Navigate sound for these 11 here, and then we'll move on to tray 2. So we'll come in here and we'll switch to that mode. So now if we go ahead and grab Aqua Red. Alright, up next we have Go Ranger. Jack. Battle Fever. Denjiman. Next up, Sun Vulcan. Gogol 5. Next up we have Dynaman. Bioman. Changeman. And then Flashman. So there we have it. Let's bring in Tray 2. Alright, so Tray 2 is Mask Man through Ginga Man. So of course we'll start over here with Mask Man. Looks pretty good. Nice sharp paint applications. I like that. Next up we have Live Man. I really like the Live Man suits. I think they're fun. Next up we have Turbo Ranger. So most of these only have one sound when you hit the button. I'm just doing it twice just to make sure, because some do have two, but the majority will only have one. Next up we have 5-man. Then Jetman. Next up, Jew Ranger. Now I will say the head on this one, in my opinion, looks a little like taller than it should be, not wide enough, but for the most part it still looks pretty good. Next up we have Die Ranger. This is a really sharp looking key. I like this one a lot. I do like these suits a lot. And then we have Kaku Ranger. Next up we have O Ranger. Next up we have Car Ranger. Whoop, O Ranger fell over. We'll get back to him in a moment. But I think the visor for Car Ranger actually looks pretty cool. I think that's pretty sharp looking. Alright, let's see if we can get O Ranger to stand back up for us without knocking everyone over. There we go. Next up we have Mega Ranger, and I will admit the helmet for Mega Ranger is a little messed up. I feel like they just needed to pull the visor back a little bit because it just kind of looks too small here. It's just kind of a goofy distortion, but it's not the worst, but it definitely looks off. And then last up for this tray, we have Gingaman. Oh, there we go. And he looks pretty good. Nice green for the eyes there on the helmet. I like that. There we go. Alright, so let's go ahead. We'll line these guys all back up, and we will go through the treasure hunting navigation mode. Alright, so we'll start with Mask Man. Next up, Live Man. Turbo Ranger. Five Man. Jetman. G Ranger. Die Ranger. Kaka Ranger. O Ranger. All right. Car Ranger. Mega Ranger. And Gingaman. All right, time for tray 3. All right, so tray 3 is going to finish us out here. We have Go-Go 5 through Goseiger. So let's go ahead and get into it. Go-Go 5 looks pretty good. Really nicely detailed and painted there. I really like the white on the helmet. I think that looks really good. Next up we have Time Ranger. They did a pretty good job on the helmet here. I think that looks pretty good. Nice silver paint here on the arms and the legs. See, there was one that had 2. Next up, Gal Ranger. Looks pretty cool. I like the detail for the helmet there. Looks pretty good. Next up we have Hurricaneger. Next up, Abba Ranger. I love these suits. I love that they have the white trim around the visor. That looks really sharp. Symbol on the chest looks good. I love that. Dino Guts. Fantastic. And then we have Deca Ranger, which I'm a little bummed that they didn't outline the one in white. They did so good on the Abba Ranger visor, and then just missed the one here. But the helmet looks good. Next up we have Magi Ranger. This is a really nice key. Really nice detail here. The visor on the helmet looks amazing. Really nice gold trim on everything. They did a nice job with that. Next up we have Gokaiger. I like these suits. They're really nice. A lot of white and silver. Looks really sharp. I like the logo on the chest. They did a nice job with the key here. I think it looks pretty good. Next up, we have Geki Ranger. Then we have Gokaiger. Really love these suits as well. They did a pretty good job with the key. The helmet looks pretty good. Nice paint here on the chest and everything. Oops. Come on, Gokaiger. There we go. We got Shinkenger. Really nice job on the helmet here as well. All outlined in white. Really, really looks good. And then our very last key, last but certainly not least. Ugh, these guys really don't want to stand up anymore. Oh, they're starting a domino effect on me. Fine, you can lay down. Here is Gokaiger. Really nice detailing here on the helmet. I think that looks really sharp. All really nicely outlined in white. You got the gold trim for the visor. These are suits that I really like and I feel like don't get a lot of love. But they're very, very cool. So we did it. We've been through all 35 keys. They all work, which is fantastic. They're all the right sounds in my Mobirates, which I'm very excited about. Now if I could just get them to stand up here. There we go. Come on. You can do it. That's why I really don't want to display like all 35 of these because it's just going to be dominoes waiting to happen. But in any case, I'm very happy. They're all the right sounds. Huzzah. They all look pretty good with one or two notable exceptions. Decoranger, I'm looking at you. But let's go ahead and let's do the navigate sounds for all of these. Alright, so we're going to start over here with Go-Go 5. Next up, Time Ranger. Then we have Gal Ranger. Hurricaneer. Aba Ranger. Deca Ranger. Maji Ranger. Bokenger. Geki Ranger. Go Onger. Shinkenger. And then Go Sager. And there we have it. So I wanted to show off real quick what happens if you use one of these keys in the other modes. So as you guys probably know, we have several other modes. We kind of have the default mode, which is what I use to really go through all of the keys, because that's where we hear all the sounds and everything. But then there's like the Henshin roleplay mode. There's the first time transformation mode, the final transformation mode. And I just wanted to show you what happens if you use a key that's not the Gokaiger key. So, for example, first we'll go into... So it will say Gokai Change, it will say Go Sager, but then if you hit the button, it goes right to the attack sounds. He won't say Gokai Red or any other phrases. So basically, if you want to continue going with the roleplay mode, you have to use the right key. So if I go to the next one, and this is the first transformation, and then again, just goes right to the sound effects. So you can do the first part of like the first or last Henshin mode But then as soon as you change using a non-Gokaiger key, it's going to cut it off. It's not going to go through the roll call or anything after they transform, or any additional phrases they would say after they transform. It'll go straight to the attack sound. So if you want to just kind of pretend that they're doing a roll call, like they're going to transform, but they're all going to use different keys or something, you can do that and get up to that point. But then as soon as you don't use a Gokaiger key, it cuts it off and they won't do the roll call after they transform, which kind of makes sense because you don't want him to say Gokai Red when he's actually Gosei Red. That doesn't really make any sense. So they'll say Gokai Change, you can transform into whatever key you want, and then it goes right to attack sounds. I think this is a pretty great release. Honestly, for the most part, I think the keys look pretty good. Most of the paint applications are pretty sharp. Everything looks good for the most part. The only two I would really complain about, the two most egregious offenses, Mega Ranger's visor is definitely weird. It looks kind of smooshed on the helmet. Probably should have been pulled back further on the side, so it kind of wrapped around more. And then the one on Decarange's chest is not outlined in white, which is kind of a bummer. But for the most part, barring those two things, I think most of these keys look pretty cool. I really do like them. I was also very relieved to learn that all of mine make the correct sounds in the Mobirates. That was something that a couple people were complaining about early on when the first people were getting theirs. So very happy I didn't have any of those problems. And I really like the flip gimmick. So even if you have all of these red keys already, you do get the flip gimmick, which I do really enjoy. So that is kind of an incentive to buy them again. Some of them were kind of hard to find as well. Like I know Kakaranger was the DX version at least was a pack-in with the treasure chest, so that might be one you don't necessarily have. Although they might have done, I feel like they did a big Red Ranger key pack back in the day as well. I don't remember everything about how they were originally released, but if you don't have any Ranger keys, then definitely pick up this set. I mean, if the Memorial Mobirates was your first buy-in to Gokaiger stuff, absolutely. Grab the Mobirates, grab this key set. It's a really nice jumping off point. And we have that set coming a little bit later on this year that's going to have Go Busters through to Zenkaiger, which is very cool. Because then we'll have, I guess, technically all 46 keys if we're counting Aka Red. No Dawn Brothers, which is a bummer. I was kind of hoping that might be something they could do later on, but it doesn't look like the sound's in there at all, which is kind of a bummer. Unless they have it hidden in there somewhere and the 046, they just didn't want to tip us off. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. I'm kind of leaning towards the fact that that's not the case, but we'll see. But in any case, this is a really nice set. I definitely recommend picking it up. Like I said, if you have all the reds already and you really don't want to bother, that's fair. I mean, I get it because I don't believe any of the sounds are different. So if you have the old keys, you could use them in the Memorial Mobirates and they should work. I believe that's all the same, so you don't have to rebuy this set. But I do think they look nice. It's a nice way to get all 35 nicely painted deluxe keys, no stickers or anything like that. And they do have that flip gimmick, which I really like. So, again, if you don't have anything Mobirates or Gokaiger, 100% I can't recommend this enough. If you already have all 35 reds from when the Gokaiger came the first time around, okay, maybe you'd want to skip it. It's going to be up to you. But I do think there's enough incentive here to maybe double dip on this one, because I do think it's a really nice set, and I really do like that flip gimmick. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Please like, share, and subscribe. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and as always, thanks so much for watching.